What's good, YouTube? It's Butter and this Joe, man. Today, I'm back with another reaction, man. Today we got the story of No, it says when friends turn rivals. The story of TC Low. So this is basically the backstory what happened with MBNEL and TC Low, man. No cap. I thought this would be a banger idea. Feel like y'all rock with this, Joe. So if y'all do, make sure y'all smash that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe, especially if y'all new to the channel, man. Appreciate y'all. We finna hit 500. I know y'all tired of me saying it, but it's on the way, bro. Cat. Let's get it, though.
Back to another episode of Warren Cali. In this episode, I will detail the story of Stockton rapper TC Low. TC Low is of Filipino descent. By the 1930s, Filipinos were attracted to the agriculture jobs in California's Central Valley. Many young Filipino men made Stockton their home, but this was a hard decision. It was a lot of racism and discrimination against them, and laws that persisted into the mid-1960s, keeping these mostly young men from pursuing the American dream of having a U.S. education, a family, and a higher status, even barring them from crossing Main Street into what was then exclusively white neighborhood of the city of Stockton. During World War II, the American public opinion about Filipinos changed when Filipinos both in the Philippines and in the USA fought fiercely and bravely alongside Americans. In response, these Filipino-American pioneers built their own community, known as Stockton Little Manila. Afterwards, laws were changed, and many Filipinos were able to marry and bring their brides to the USA.
Dang, they wasn't even allowed to get married over here, bro. The United States so racist, bro. I ain't gonna lie. The United States racist, bro. But, I mean, I guess it's like everybody coming together. I ain't giving racism a pass at all. But everybody coming together, like, I guess everybody don't get along, but it's crazy.
They started families and started producing a generation of Filipino Americans. By 1946, Stockton Little Manila was home to the largest Filipino community in the USA. The same would later come with other Asian-based communities like Cambodians. Stockton had a flood of Cambodians come in the 70s and 80s. The majority of Cambodians that immigrated to the United States in the late 1970s and the early 1980s were refugees of the 1975 to 1979 Cambodian genocide that is more commonly known as the Killing Fields. The Killing Fields were a number of sites in Cambodia where collectively an estimated 2 to 3 million people died. Most of the Asian
2 to 3 million hats on one just field? Bro, but imagine how much bloodshed been on these corners and we don't know about, though. Yeah, that's a war, but on these real streets in real life, imagine for real.
Rappers from Stockton have ancestors who come from these type of family situations. And TC Low's family life will be no different coming up on the south side of Stockton. And as you know by now, if you watch my previous episodes or are familiar with Stockton, you would know it's one of the most dangerous cities in all of California, with high poverty and high crime rates. So jumping in the streets is an easy transition for any kid growing up in Stockton. South Stockton had various gangs around the area, many blood and Crip sets. You probably know Southeast Stockton from rappers like Young Slobey, EBK Young Jock, and EBK J-Bo. And South Stockton for rappers like Bands and MBNEL.
MBNEL. Oh, so the South and Southeast, two different things. I ain't know that.
And TC Low will come up together.
Well, it is literally two different things, bro. But I'm thinking like if you in the South, you in the South. You know, y'all get what I'm saying?
MBNEL and TC Low will come up together, being close since an early age, growing up in the same area, being the same race, and running in the same crowds. They both also affiliated themselves with the Crips. Another common theme between the two was rap. Music would eventually be the career path to both MBNEL.
We gotta find them a collab song with them.
MBNEL affiliated himself with a crew called the Muddy Boys.
Give me a song they got together if they got one. Comment, let me know down below, man.
He took the abbreviated name MB and also Nell for his first name Jonell. And TC Low would take the name TC, which meant for too crucial. By 2016, MBNEL started to officially try his hand at his rap career. By 2017, you would see several songs and videos of Nell all over YouTube, which started to gain him a local buzz in his city. But TC Low himself was still fully involved in the streets, and he wasn't taking rap serious. And his Crip affiliation would keep him in jail and also in street beef. And it will be evident when TC Low and MBNEL will be involved in a fight. Old videos will later surface of TC Low and MBNEL having a mall fight against another rapper named EBK Trey B.
Hold up, bro. Nah, bro. We gotta find the rumble now. They corny.
Both will later tell their sides on platforms like Star Quality and No Jumper.
I'm curious, what happened at the mall?
Some kid shit, he was at the mall. And they're older though, he was like, I don't know, he was probably like 17, 18 at this time. It was like 14 and 15.
Oh, they was young boys.
I got a red bandana on. But he with TC Love, like TC Love just kept looking at me like.
Oh, they was fighting together,
And they kept walking back and forth.
not
I'm
against
like,
each
the
other.
fuck? And I tell him like, what's up, blood? TC Love turn around, he like, the fuck bloods, nigga, it's crazy.
Oh,
like in the middle of
TC
the
Low on hard.
So we just got on that. Yeah, we finna beat the fuck out these niggas.
Yes, fight at the
They
mall
crashed him?
back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
What was exactly going on in that? And is that the type of stuff that I could expect to encounter if I were to go to Stockton?
Bro, the comments. Bro, I'm sorry I had to pause, bro, but the comments be frying me. It said Stockton is wild as fuck. Seen a blood set with whites, blacks, Latinos, Filipinos, and Cambodians looking like the United Nations. Bro, they really be coming like that? Like, it's just everybody. If you from over here, you gang. I respect that, though, bro. If you been around, your race don't matter. Your race don't matter regardless. But I'm saying, like, that would not matter to me.
You'll counter that if you somebody, like, if you somebody who's a part of you shit, like, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Or if you affiliated with certain things. But that was just on some, you feel me, fluky shit.
Right.
Like,
yeah, so he must have got
folks just start gang banging on each other.
I ain't gonna
Words
lie.
exchange, that was it.
Right. Is that the kind of situation that you're avoiding entirely these days? Like, in terms of going in the mall and just getting into a brawl?
Because that response, bro, I
Or is it
could
still
read
a
energy,
possibility?
bro. That response,
It's still a possibility.
that was not a good response.
But you feel me?
But what's
Don't
that?
worry about it.
What's that like though? Like to be so far into
And,
your career
bro,
in this?
read body language, bro. Bro ain't even look up and that leg was shaking, bro. Read body language. He probably getting a rush right now, though, thinking about it. Because remember I just told y'all not have to run a fade. Every time I think about that, bro, my body get a rush, bro. I ain't gonna...
Still have people like feel like that's their sort of ace up their sleeve when they get into a beef with you or whatever, to be like, oh, check out this video from, because it's like a long ass time ago, right?
It was like, so I was like a senior in high school or some shit. I don't even like a junior. I don't even remember, to be honest, but that was a long ass time ago.
Right.
MBNEL already had a buzz by 2018, and TC Low began to drop his own host of videos and songs on various platforms. MBNEL already had dropped his first album by 2018, and by the end of 2019, he would have released 6 albums.
Dang,
TC Low's first album would come by 2019, which he released an album called Problems, which had lead singles like How You Know on the album. By 2020, by his own words, is when TC Low began to take rap serious.
I wasn't really taking this shit seriously until probably a couple weeks ago. Like,
so
I
you
feel
really
like
did lock in
in
for a
my,
little bit.
like, you feel me? Me personally, I feel like I've been taking it personal.
Bro,
like,
it's crazy that all the streets know he blicked at his mans.
like taking it more
Old
serious.
mans, I should say.
Family
So the
problems.
police definitely know.
Feel me?
Ain't that what he locked up for?
Trying to make money. You feel me? Like I said with the cases, can't make money, can't get a job. You feel me? It's just hella shit.
TC Low will release an album called My Life, My Struggle by March of 2020, which featured other rappers like Mozzie and E-Mozzie. He dropped several videos to the album. By 2020 is when TC made several decisions that would cost him his freedom. Behind the scenes, an inner circle beef was brewing between TC and MBNEL. Over time, both stopped affiliating with each other, and TC started claiming affiliation to a North Stockton Crips set.
Whoa, I know I did not just hear what I think I just heard. So they start going through, he started going through with the guys and flip sets though? That's crazy.
Or Stockton Crips set, instead of his original roots in South Stockton.
That's crazy.
On February 2nd, 2020, MBNEL was coming home from the Bay after a photo shoot or a show. He arrived at his home around 4 a.m. in a black Honda. In surveillance video, the black Honda drives down the street and turns around in a cul-de-sac and parks in a driveway on the south side of the street, out of the view of the surveillance video. Within 8 seconds, a tan minivan driven by TC Low circles the cul-de-sac. He stops in front of the black Honda and approximately fired 22 shots on the driver's side of the black Honda. The Honda was shot 17 times, but MBNEL was not injured. TC Low missed every single shot. MBNEL would later claim,
This nigga is trash.
He trash. Bro, you missed 22? And you right there? Oh, nah, bro. You're canceled, TC Low. You're canceled.
TC Lowe missed every single shot.
No, I'm happy he did though, cause you mean without bro, I wouldn't even be here. But I'm saying like, how do you miss 22? You right there.
MBNEL would later talk about this shooting on Vlad TV.
Well, I guess
went
there was a
fed?
situation where you got shot at 21 times.
Yeah.
When was this?
Oh, okay. He ain't go fed.
It was after. I think it was after a show. I don't remember. It was after. I think I had a show, and I came back from the show. I came back from the show at like 4 a.m. to my
Got
mama's
caught
crib.
at a crazy
I'm
time.
pulling in, and I always be on tip when I'm, you feel me, cause all the shit that's going on. So I see a van pull in, I flip it, so I'm not facing on the street. I flip it and park it so that way my back of the car is facing it, cause I already seen it coming. Like I had a gut in my feeling already. The van stopped, and then he just started clapping at the car. I'm inside the car. The dude was just duck, so I'm ducking, and then dude shoot 22 times. They all hit the car against me one time.
22 shots.
Yeah,
And you didn't get hit
Yeah,
one time.
bless.
one time while I was in the car.
So the whole car was just Swiss cheesed up.
Swiss cheese
He
up
bro, Vlad crazy, bro. He talk about the car with Swiss cheese up.
from front, back.
I'm not gonna ask any names or anything else like that, but you feel you know who did it. Kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of.
He
but
wanted to say, ask
okay.
a name so
But
bad.
How
Like, y'all know-
angry did that make you?
Y'all know Vlad.
You know,
the
because this
police.
is in front of your mother's house,
Yeah, right from my mom's house.
so they could have just turned around and started shooting up your mother's house as well.
Yeah,
Cause so they
That shit
base,
is-
so
that-
if that's in front of your mother's house, then they must know where your mother lives and that type of shit
Yeah.
situation. If they're basically following you home
yeah.
or to your mother's house.
Detective Vlad.
But this wouldn't be it, and this wouldn't be TC Lowe's last crime. On April 19th, 2020, TC Lowe, along with two women, Amanda and Larissa, set up a plan to kill a female for undisclosed reasons, which they stalked her home. He had no idea her home or that she was being watched. TC Lowe and Amanda and Larissa were waiting around the corner from her house in two vehicles. They chased the female victim down in a high-speed chase all around Stockton, while attempting to run the victim off the road. They were able to box the victim's car in, and TC's passenger fired multiple shots at the victim's
Bro,
car.
they is crazy.
The
in
victim was shot in her
Stockton.
leg, and another passenger in her car was narrowly missed by being shot in the chest. On October 15th, 2020, the Stockton Police Department announced the results of Operation Kryptonite, a joint operation between
Bro, that's a crazy sting operation right there, bro. They talk about Operation Kryptonite. Did a whole sweep, got everybody out of here, but I didn't know TC Lowe got knocked in that indictment though. And what was I about to say? Bro, hold on, it's gonna come to me. I'm gonna say it
the
later.
Stockton Police Department, the Gang Violence Suppression Unit, the California Department of Justice, the California Highway Patrol Special Operations Unit, in conjunction with the San Joaquin County District Attorney's Office. This began in June of 2020, targeting criminal activities of street gangs in the city of Stockton.
Right when the beef was getting cracking too, 2020. Oh yeah, everybody was on them phones talking crazy in the crib. As soon as everybody came outside, every hood in the United States had a new update after COVID. The switches came out, the shiesty mask came out, so they getting away with it now. The drill music really came out. Oh yeah, after COVID it was crazy.
Operation Kryptonite came about because of an increase in violent crime involving documented members of criminal street gangs in the city of Stockton between 2018 and 2020. Agents, investigators, and officers wrote 55 search warrants, arrested 34 suspects.
Whoa. Was that TC Lowe right there? Cause if that is, he getting baked. Lawrence Carlino, ain't that him? I don't even know what these is, but this a lot compared to everybody else, especially. Dang, they had the OGs. He's 70. He was still in the mix. Oh my gosh.
Wrote 55 search warrants, arrested 34 suspects related to various criminal violations. They recovered 38 firearms, seized approximately $40,000 in cash. They also confiscated several pounds of meth, cocaine, ecstasy, and
Between 58 people, they only came up 40,000? Well, I mean, of course they was flipping it. They had the drugs too, so hold on, wait, let me see what they saying.
dollars in cash. They also confiscated several pounds of meth, cocaine, ecstasy, and also
Can I get
weed.
some numbers? I'm trying to
A
get some
long list of
numbers.
Crips affiliated with South Stockton were a part of this indictment, including rapper bands who I covered before. And TC Lowe, both shootings committed in 2020 will be traced back to him, and also his co-defendants on the second shooting. Amanda and Larissa
They told-
and TC Lowe were all arrested. Behind bars, TC Lowe would start to throw dirt on MBNEL's name, saying he was snitching on him. It began to be rumors that MBNEL's family members told police what happened that night when MBNEL's car got shot up.
Whoa, hold up. See, this is where we gonna figure out what's really what. On February 2nd, 2020, victim MBNEL was coming home from the Bay Area after a photo shoot. He arrived at his residence at approximately 4:16 a.m. in a black Honda. The black Honda drives down the street and turns around in a cul-de-sac and parks. What is a cul-de-sac? That's beside the point. And parks in the driveway on the south side of the street. So they on the bottom side of the street. I don't know what a cul-de-sac is though. Out of view of the surveillance, within 8 seconds, a tan minivan driven by defendant Carlino circles the cul-de-sac as well, stops in front of the black Honda, and approximately from the minivan, the driver's side. He the shooter and the driver? Oh my gosh, TC Lowe.
TC Lowe would then post some of the transcript from his case on January 2nd.
But that's not, there's nothing in there saying MBNEL or TC Lowe told. So hold on. The allegations is cleared up on my end. TC Lowe reaction on the way if y'all on it.
7th, 2021. Larissa was sentenced to 10 months in county jail. On January 7th, 2021. Larissa was sentenced to 10 months in county jail as an accessory to a felony after the fact. On April 5th, 2021. Amanda was sentenced to 5-year state prison time for attempted murder.
She going
On June 17th, 2021. TC Lowe was later sentenced to 15 years in state prison for attempted murder. By 2022.
That's hard to stomach right there. 15? But you coming home though. Hey, at least it ain't life. You know what you was doing, but 15 though, that's hard to stomach, bro. That's hard to stomach.
TC Lowe began to appear on Instagram from his jail cell, going on live and releasing music like albums like Let Her Home in 2022 and Choose to Forget in 2023. In his albums, TC Lowe does MBNEL a lot, even mentioning several times how he wanted to kill him. TC Lowe would even take it as far as going on live and having IG rants about MBNEL.
Search up on my old Twitter. Asian boy this, Asian boy that. Nigga, my whole family from Asian boys. Yeah.
He lost a
And
lot
nigga,
of
they just claiming Southside on my mama. Nigga, I was claiming Southside. You know why? Because we was trying to take over the AG shit. Gang member trying to be a rapper. I'm really mad I'm in here because, okay, that case could have got dropped, but I ain't gonna lie, all the little other cases, because I got, 3-4 cases? That case got dropped and I would have got less time. It's cool. I would have sat down for a cool look. 15 years, fool. I had to do 85% is 11 years, fool.
Oh, then we gotta do 85%. What's that in the state or that's just in Cali laws?
I already did 4. I got 6 left. That's 10. I got a year knocked off from doing college. You could have helped me. You could have been a real nigga to do that, Neil. But you didn't. You wanted to be a bitch.
What?
You wanted to be that gangster nigga that wanted you black. You lucky I ain't kill you. I ain't even gonna lie. You're lucky I did not kill you. Lucky.
Is he serious right now? He's in the same sentence. He said, you could have been real and helped me out to get out of jail and say you're lucky I did not kill you. Do he hear himself right now? That's crazy. That's some audacity, bro. I ain't gonna.
You black.
But no, though, I don't wish jail on nobody, bro. I would have hoped bro was coming home soon. 15 years is crazy.
Lucky I ain't kill you. I ain't even gonna lie. You're lucky I did not kill you. Lucky I was high that day with the homie in the car. I already did too much. Ain't no fixing that. That's why, nigga, when I come home, Cuddy,
he gonna be back.
It's gonna
though.
be one or two things, bro. My music's gonna go back up, or I'm finna come back to prison for life. Cause I smoked your stupid ass.
Oh. He talking. I ain't gonna lie. He sitting down for a long time. That's all he gonna be thinking about. He dead serious too.
Was releasing albums behind bars and freestyles, and he even did MBNEL in a song called "Ride Through They Sad."
Change the turn when it's cloudy, damn, and it start to rain. 22 shots, and you ain't get hit. That's just God saying you ain't got no room to listen.
Ooh.
MBNEL would then diss rappers from Nightingale like Slowby and Jock, and even TC Lowe in an unreleased song.
Jock ain't finna yell, she crib banging in the north. Slowby from San Diego, Maple and 44th. Lotus from the south, set hopping, really a dork. Keep dissing on the game, we catching another course.
MBNEL was dissing crazy too. He talk about Slowby not even from not even from the Nightingale. And then he said TC Lowe set off. That's what I said too. But I'm saying though, that's crazy.
But as of now, TC Lowe has been quiet and rarely heard from. TC Lowe is now 24, and his earliest parole date is in 2030. This will conclude this episode.
Fire.
If you haven't already, check out my previous episodes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, y'all make sure to comment, like, subscribe too. No cap. Let me know what y'all want to see next. I hope y'all enjoyed this reaction though, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button, subscribe, all that. It's Butter. I'm gonna catch y'all next one. I'm out.
Chains in these watches, boy, we real ice. Hands out the window, bam, 10 and a pair of Nikes. Bustin' balls, I'm in Cali every week with it. Brody, what I told you about.